Just want to do this quick rap about some cartoons that I watched as a kid. Hope you guys like it. So once upon a time back in the first grade, I would sit around and watch the television all day. Eyes glued to the screen, no breaks in between, try to name...
Okay, you beautiful passengers, so obviously, as you can tell, we are at the home location. By the time I upload this episode, I'm probably going to be back inside the truck and running for the week, and probably on my 1,000th mile by now. But you know what? We're at the home location for now, and we're going to run with the Owl House Season 1, Episode 8. And yes, you've got Lumberjack Billy tonight, because, you know what? I had this shirt lying around. I wanted to check out how I feel wearing a little bit of flannel for a change. And you know what? For the price I paid for the shirt, I'm feeling it a little bit. It's a little different. It's a little... I don't know what it is, but it's a little something. That's for darn sure. So, with all that said, me and the wife somehow also worked in a freaking 3-hour nap, which is really unusual for us, or at least for me. Once I'm up for the day, I'm up for the day. But once I get a nap, though, I'm probably going to end up being out for 3 to 4 hours. So that's what we did on our lazy Sunday afternoon. I went ahead, we took a nap together, and I was even telling folks throughout the day, I was like, oh, I wish I could get a nap. I'm the kind of person, once I'm awake, I'm awake. Lo and behold, we were sitting on the couch. I ended up passing out. She passed out too, and she's like, get up, I'm going to the bed. And I was like, I'm going with you. So, yes, we are awake now, and here I am with y'all. So, instead of me rambling on about something else that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, because I'm still a little sleepy, honestly. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So, right ear is in, left ear is in. I can't hear nothing else in the world right now because of these earbuds. So, might as well watch this episode. 3, 2, 1, and play. Oh, crap. No sound again. How did I mute this? I got King, and there we go. Now I can hear. Oh. Well, there we go. You're using your little newfound ability. Cool beans.
Hi, Basha. You will tremble before me. Oh, so cute. How much do they have to own him?
Oh, wow. I have to own him.
Oh, that's the incorrect reaction.
I smell an easy mark.
Lose? Did I spell something wrong? Or did I
Oh, no. She put Ida the Owl Lady up there.
You may be forgetting something.
She's wanted.
I'm kinda on the run.
Yeah.
Every guard in town would be at my doorstep if I had my name in lights.
Well, I don't see anyone right now. Maybe you're just being paranoid. You're a powerful witch.
Body swap!
Oh,
Sure
gosh.
you don't shoot venom?
Intro. Skip.
Love a good body swap. It's like demonic possession.
Once Upon a Swap. That's the name of our episode.
This is just like my
Okay.
favorite early 2000s movie.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about this body swap episode, but, you know, hey, whatever. Freaky Friday it is, right, y'all?
Did it work? I need a mirror. Oh. Found one. Oh my gosh, it worked.
Oh,
I'm so
Ida without makeup. Okay.
pointy.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get all this in my head good. Ida is king.
You too, handsome.
Stop right there!
Whatever.
An Emperor's Guard. Wait, you know who I am?
Of course I do. You're
A thief.
cutest little
Oh, gosh.
angel I've ever
I
seen.
thought they were going to get her for taking the sunglasses.
Ha! That's more like it. You got nothing. Welcome to our
No teens. Okay, I seen that on the door.
Even for cherubs like you. Ugh, what hot mess is going down here?
You see, precious cargo like you should be taken care of. And welcome to your new home.
Yeah, you need to get out of there.
Oh, being adorable is the life.
Leave this place.
Ah!
Whoa,
Danger is near.
did not expect that voice.
We have a surprise for you.
You hear that, Bowtie? There's a new star in town.
A gift for our new cutest demon.
What the heck?
Oh no, sweetie. You can't survive out there without us. It is not time for you to be there.
Stop, baby!
Time to be there? Oh, so they made them drooling zombies.
Took an alarming back alley turn.
Tasty num-nums.
Ugh.
Don't bother. Their minds are tragically gone.
I failed you, Bowtie. My closest ally.
Meow.
Oh gosh.
I'll avenge you, Bowtie!
Alright, let's see what... Oh, which one is this? Yeah, King is up to.
Anymore. I feel so alive! Ah! Greetings! Bow before your king of humans!
Hey, nobody tells me what to do.
Ugh, shut it.
Sorry, Barsha.
New post.
Okay, so Amity isn't the actual bully.
She can't.
This little three-eyed girl is, and that sounded like I was just bullying her, calling her a three-eyed girl. Wow. But still.
All hail your new teen king!
I didn't like her telling me what to do before, but now I love it.
Who wants to revolt with me today?
Yeah, you're the coolest.
Elf rage. Wow.
This side gets it.
Okay, that was pretty good. I like that joke.
Guys, be quiet!
Giant ratworms. You don't have to do this, you know. We know humans are like super fragile.
Don't baby me! Basha, I accept your strange teenage coming-of-age challenge thing. Stop! I said stop!
Okay, I'm liking this little remix I'm hearing in the background of the intro music. That's pretty cool.
This is how the cool kids ride. Super backwards, on purpose. I just want my body back.
Ah, okay, so now they're colliding. And their stories are gonna meet. Okay. Oh, no teens.
Daddy! A teen has come to steal our little babies.
No, wait! I am a little baby! Stretch!
Loose dills and heels. Okay.
Oh no, what have my heels done?
Okay.
I made magic with my hands.
That's an interesting lamp.
Oh, so unnecessarily extravagant. I'll take it.
Zippo swappo. Sold to the savvy shopper.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Marvels of the human realm.
You got Emperor's guards around. Loose, you don't need to do that kind of stuff.
Forgot what I came here for.
Was it for laughter?
Huh.
This is some of my best work. Really captures the shame.
I wonder what that number has significance to, where she was holding during her mugshot.
Albert! This is all a big mistake.
Do you know why you're here?
Well, as I was telling the guard, this is just a classic Freaky Fraturday mix-up.
Freaky Fraturday.
The charges against you are long and many. Operating a stand without a permit, owning a hocus without a pocus.
Yeah, I think that list goes on for a while.
You bring out the branding glove.
So what now?
Oh. Crap.
Wait, you're making a mistake. I'm not a danger to anyone.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that worked out in your favor. Get out while you can.
Sorry, buddy. Edith's life is
more complicated than I thought.
Why did our lamp get unnecessarily extravagant?
Hi.
Go, go, go!
Oh,
Okay,
Get my body into.
There she is.
whatever.
I got the same question.
Um,
My glorious little body!
I'm not gonna say. There you go, Ida.
Sister,
Okay, thank you.
Time and again I've offered you my help, yet you foolishly run back to your worthless life.
Body swap!
Oh, that was a good idea.
Ida, you rotten sister! Switch me back!
What's happening? Who the heck are you? I'm a coven guard, wise mouth. No, you're not.
Okay.
So wait, who is going to clean Hootie? It's getting dire.
Guys, today's my monthly cleaning, Hoot Hoot. I'm 20% mucus, but don't let that stop you. Come on, I have so many hard-to-reach spots that need swabbing.
Maybe if we all work
Yeah, Hootie needs to clean himself somehow. Okay, so, maybe we've got another thread to the overall arching story here. I'm believing that the main overall story for this whole series, this is episode 8 now, and what we're continuously getting is something about Ida, her sister, and the Emperor's Coven. And they're going to have to conform Ida somehow. Maybe, I was thinking, because in the last episode, I commented back to somebody, and we went back and forth a little, for a couple comments, and I said, they said something, and then I said something along the lines, I'm thinking, kind of the same thing. Maybe Ida's going to get, captured by the Coven, give an ultimatum of, hey, either join this coven or we'll strip you of your power, and then they'll banish her on top of that to another realm, which I was thinking, okay, the giraffes got banished to the Earth realm, so maybe Ida would get banished to the Earth realm, and somehow Luce would end up going there with her, but I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. I thought maybe that could lead into Season 2, and then Luce could have to teach Ida how to be a human, and something like that. I'm still believing and thinking that this is somehow all, I still believe that this is all somehow just a, in the vivid imagination of Luce, and she's still actually at camp. I'm still believing that. I don't know if I'm going to be right. I still believe it, though, because if I look at everything, ultimately, it seems like everybody has a role that would play if she were in camp still. Other than that, though, it could also lead to Ida gets captured by the end of the season, and then she's still, ultimately, I think the story is Ida getting captured and having to conform to the Emperor's Coven. I see Ida as kind of a camp counselor who's not willing to do everything by the book of the camp. And I see the Emperor's Coven as kind of the authority over the whole camp. Because if everyone remembers, Luce was supposed to go into camp. Her mother was sending her to a camp. And pretty much it was if we just go ahead and say it bluntly, it was a conformatory camp. You got to be able to conform to whatever, normal society deems normal. But I see Ida kind of as a camp counselor who won't do what everyone else is expecting her to do, and she kind of counsels in her own way. And the people who are over top of the camp want her to, I see them as the Emperor's Coven, saying, hey, it's either do it our way or don't do it at all. And it's kind of like maybe Ida's going to get fired somehow. Well, I'm looking at it from, this all being the vivid imagination of Luce. At the same time as, I see Ida as getting captured by the end of the season. and either having to conform with that mark, or I don't know. You know what? My words are so jumbled. I got it all in my head of what I'm thinking is happening. I'm just not conveying it properly. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already understand what's coming out of my head. Well, y'all understand what I'm trying to say at least. Ida's ultimately going to get captured at the end of the season and made to conform. I believe that's how it's going to work out. And then maybe in season 2, we're going to get something else. I'm not sure. Maybe for all we know, this is a one and done season. Y'all keep up with the news a lot more than me. But I don't know if there's a second season confirmed yet or not. Maybe Owl House is just a one and done thing though. Because maybe this is all this imagination stuff for Luce is all to get her to realize, hey, I gotta start thinking about other people. Because in the last episode with Amity, and we see her situation, she's got a lot more than meets the eye with Amity as well. With Luce, we see that she's kind of a little selfish. So maybe all this little camp counseling and what she's going through, we still don't know if it's necessarily, you know, all in her imagination. We don't know that. But we see Luce is fairly selfish from the very beginning. Okay, and I agree with that. I look at Luce and I see her as being weird for weird's sake. She's being who she is. That's cool. That's fine. Be who you are, but also think of others in the process. Such as with the first episode. She was in the principal's office due to one of her projects. She had snakes, for goodness sake. Yes, she was being weird. She was doing her presentation with snakes, and that's her way of doing it. But she wasn't thinking about the ramifications of everything when she was doing it either. What she was doing was she brought snakes. What if those snakes would have bit somebody? What if those snakes would have hurt somebody? I mean, she's pretty selfish in some ways. I mean, I'm not, saying I dislike Luce or nothing like that, but maybe all this is to remind her, hey, I could be me, but at the same time, I can also think of other people in the process of being me. I don't know. This show is, ultimately, it's going to be about Ida getting captured. Let's just put it bluntly. So I get the story of where we're going. Hopefully the next 2 episodes tell us something. I don't know. But all I know is I need to jump off of here, go back out there to the living room, enjoy the rest of the evening, because we ain't got much of one left here. So, yeah. Other than that, hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.